Damn. Everything tastes like blood. That can't be... You made it past the undead outside Marbrook? Either that, or I lost more blood than I thought. Daedra, out of the Moonhenge. When the undead appeared in Drilladon Pass, we got cut off from Marbrook, and in the Daedra came, like beasts that smelled blood. An Ayleid ruin. We don't really know what it was for. Captain Ethrel and Sergeant Galandir took scouts to investigate, but they were captured. The Daedra are holding them for some kind of ritual. We need to save them. Please, hurry. The Daedra kept my squad alive for a reason, and it can't be a good one.
Free at last.
My life.
You, come with me. Quickly, we don't have much time. Captain Ethrel and the rest of our scouts are trapped on the other side of that portal. The main portal was unguarded when we got here. Captain Ethrel took 4 of our number through. That's when the Dremora swept in and captured us. Set up crystals to seal the portal. It was a trap, and we walked into it like yesterday's dinner. That's the idea, but there are secondary portals all around the main one, protecting the crystals. Ready yourself for a fight. If we don't close the portal from the other side, the Daedra will find a way to reopen it. Basic tactics, soldier. I need to cover your back so the Daedra on the hill don't flank you.
Captain Ethrol, look at me. We're going to make it through this.
You'll make it out of here. I know you will.
Captain. Captain. Damn it all. Looks like we only meet in horrible places. Did you bring the 100 blades this time? No matter, you didn't need them in First Hold. The Queen sent me to check on our Bosmer allies, and a good thing, too. This whole forest is rife with corruption. I offered my assistance to Captain Ethrol when the Daedra came through the Moonhenge. The Daedra scattered us as soon as we got here. We need to find the others and close the portal before the Daedra organize. I've been watching the Daedra closely. The commanders pass in and out of a gateway to the north, or what passes as north in this place. If I had to guess, I'd say our Moonhenge has a twin on this plane. The Moonhenge you came through was an Ayleid ruin. But where did they get the idea? Find the keys the Dremora used to unlock the pillars that seal the gateway. I suspect we'll find the sigil stone that powers the portal through there. Haha, once again, you have your duty and I have mine. I'm going to clear the gateway entrance for you in the meantime. Send the others my way if you find them.
Don't! Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting... I mean, I am really glad you're not a Daedra. Scout Perinath, I'm sorry I abandoned the captain. This is my first fight. When the Daedra attacked, I lost my nerve. It won't happen again, I promise. As you say.
This one will never complain about a job again. Daedra, imprisonment, and crazy Bosmer. There is no end to Azazi's suffering. At least you are here again to help me. Azazi's tail swishes with joy.
Glad you made it. Just hold the keys up to the pillars and we'll be on our way.
Our tickets up. Ladies first.
This one is no lady.
These crystals are powering a seal, protecting the sigil stone. We're trying to break them, but it'll take time.
Focus, my friend Huntsman.
We did it! You were amazing! Now let's get that sigil stone before the Daedra advance!
Now there's just one more thing, but it's a doozy. Well, there is the matter of this Moonhenge. It seems to be connected in some way to the Moonhenge in Greenshade. As long as it's here, all the Dremora would have to do to reopen the portal is replace the sigil stone. So we'll need to destroy it. I created a scroll for just that purpose. Unfortunately, it requires the power of the sigil stone. As the sigil stone is destroyed, the portal will close for good. The person who casts the spell will be trapped here. This spell combined with the innate magical properties of the Moonhenge? This is alien magic we're talking about. We might destroy the entire Valenwood. You cannot be... You're serious? Fine, there may be a planar tear before the portal collapses. You'd better come back.
You closed the Daedric portal. Moonhenge is back to its old self, plus a few decorations. But where's the captain? Damn. But it looks like everyone else got out. That's the biggest risk I've ever seen a soldier take. You deserve a medal. We'll mop up the remaining Daedra and start rebuilding the outpost. Thanks to you, we won't have to fight a war on two fronts. It'll be tough going without the captain. Command never really suited me.
I didn't think we were going to make it. Thank you.
This one owes you her life.
Ifrey knows what would have happened to me if you hadn't come along.
We've a lot to do rebuilding the camp, but it beats having our innards ripped out by Daedra.
How many must die before this hunt ends? You have the look of a hunter about you, but the Sench demands that you act the part. The pale Sench, the lion with the skin of snow. My hunt for it spans lifetimes, but my only bounty is deep wounds and dead friends. Long after the body's wounds have closed, hardened into scars, the mind's wounds still pierce, still sear. But I know that gleam in your eye. Like me, you can't help but desire the pale Sench's ivory hide. The trail of the Sench begins at the bones of my fellow hound. I barely escaped with my life, and his life escaped with his bones bared. If you must ask, you may not be ready. But keep your head low and your movements slow, and you shall find the Sench's tracks. Centuries ago, but the hounds I speak of are not dogs. They are the finest hunters in Valenwood. I once led their ranks, but my hunt leaves no time for games.
that's all we can do for now.
A most unexpected. But such a magnificent hunt. My hound will sing of it forever. Now, return to Horus. Tell him he may rest.
my death approach. Please, let me see the white before all goes black. At last, and the more beautiful for the longed-for rest it brings. When I was young, I implored Hircine to let me hunt his finest beast. That ensured I was restless and deathless. Until today. Thank you.
Well, aren't you the bold one, running around this part of the forest? You've got to be either fearless or just plain foolhardy. Haven't you seen the undead? I'm a Vine Desk Ranger, and I'm not even sure I'm safe here. The Veiled Heritance was here raising them. They're not raising them anymore. Of course, word is that they're led by none other than Prince Naaman, or whatever dark entity has assumed his form. Couldn't say. But the problem right now isn't the prince. It's the damned Blackroot clan. Cruel in life and downright vicious in death. We can't get through them. Indenir seems to have some ideas, though. You want to help? You should talk to him.
Did she tell you? One of the greatest mysteries of Valenwood has finally been solved. Decades of conflicting rumors have been put to rest. We finally know what happened to the Blackroot clan. They died, right here in Verlaine. Yes, this shade that's assumed the form of the late Prince Naaman is behind this, but he's not here. And it's true, mysteries aside, we need to put the Blackroot clan back to rest. But the Rangers are exhausted. Are you willing to help me? The Blackroot clan warriors are even more bloodthirsty in death than they were in life. But there are also other spirits here, glimmers from the past, crying out for help. I think they're trying to show us something. We need to watch them. Look for the glimmers of the past I spoke of. Hopefully they will help us figure out.
Elfirian, General Malgoth and the rest of the Blackroot troops are almost upon us.
No, that plan is madness!
Silence, Glonia. Our sacrifice today will ensure our sister villages live on.
I can't do this. I'm scared. I don't want to die.
It's all right, Glenril. The poison itself is slow. The Blackroot will have cut our throats long before you felt its effects. Here, we'll drink it together, and I'll fight by your side till the end.
Until the end.
Now, to battle!
That's the last of them, General. The village is clear.
An easy victory. Verlaine is the first to fall, but there will be more. Now, per the meat mandate, let us feast on the fallen. Prepare the cave temple. It's a suitable place for a celebration.
General Morgoth, the troops. Half of them are dead. The other half...
are dying, including us. This is poison. The villagers poisoned themselves to poison us.
What do you mean?
The meat mandate, you idiot. Elfiria knew she couldn't win on the field, but she'll still manage victory. To the Nereid Temple. Perhaps we can beg a cure. Rise, my soldiers. Back to your bodies and take up arms.
Why do you command us from the ooze?
A powerful one, unknown to me, has stolen my bow. It invoked the right of theft, and commanded we march against the Dominion.
By your command.
Rise, my soldiers. Back to your bodies and take
Why
up
do you
arms.
command us from the ooze?
A powerful one, unknown to me, has stolen my bow.
What a sacrifice! To think the villagers actually poisoned themselves in order to poison the Blackroot clan. It may be morbid, but it's also brilliant. Of course, that really doesn't help us return the Blackroot warriors to their graves, does it? From what I gathered, one of Naaman's servants has stolen General Malgoth's bow and compels the Blackroot clan to fight by the right of theft. What we need to do is steal the general's bow back, and then we can release him from his vows. We must rely on the scenes of the past. After being poisoned, General Malgoth went to the Nereid Temple. It's likely he died within. I suggest you go in and search for the general's remains. I'll continue searching for clues out here in the forest. Be wary in there. Nereids wield dangerous magic and can never be trusted. It's no surprise they helped the villagers in their suicidal plot. In fact, the Nereids probably consider General Malgoth's bow a prize. They will defend his remains. Desperation turns enemies into allies. The villagers knew General Malgoth and the Blackroot clan were going to attack, and they knew they couldn't win. Likely they asked the Nereids for help, and the Nereids convinced them this was the best course. Of course, Malgoth sought to unite all the Bosmer under his leadership. He led the Blackroot clan to conquer much of Valenwood during the Bosmer tribal wars. Then, one day, they just disappeared. No one knew what happened, until now. The Bosmer have always been free peoples, bound only to the green. Rarely have the tribes united under singular leadership, although for a period many, like Malgoth, tried. Most of the so-called wars were not fought at all, but won by trickery. Yes, General Malgoth had traveled far and wide. He had seen the greatness that comes to those who conquer through military might. That you'd not heard of him is a tribute to the sacrifice of the Verlaine Bosmer. Because it's in their nature. Death amuses them, and all the more when they can manipulate people into bringing about their own demise. As distasteful as it may be, the Nereids are part of the natural order. I just try to stay away from them. As barbaric as it seems, many clans still lived by the old traditions during the Bosmer tribal wars. Mind you, they didn't consume the bodies of the dead because they enjoyed the taste. It was a matter of tradition. Apparently so, though the tactics they embrace sound more like a Nereid plot than something the villagers themselves might have come up with on their own. For General Malgoth, that's apparently the case. For all his ambition, he was still a staunch traditionalist. It's actually quite impressive that his sense of honor remains intact even so many years after his death. I'd say this is a perverted case. The value that Malgoth placed on his bow alone may be enough for him to want it back. Or he may be using the right of theft as a more honorable justification for his new servitude. There was fear in his voice.
You would steal that which has already been stolen. Then enter the Shadowwood and seek it, though you will find only death. Come face me if it's the bow you desire. The bow is a boon to our army. You will not have it.
Did you hear the voice? He called this the Shadowwood. It seems to be some dark realm that parallels Valenwood. If the Shade of Naaman has created this, he's more powerful than I realized. This is horrifying. We have to stop this. We have to destroy this Shadowwood, whatever it takes. There must be a focus here. Something that ties this plane to ours. Something. It's the bow! The General's bow! That has to be it! Yes, and we will have to confront it and take the bow back. That will release the General, and hopefully dispel this nightmare. There's also the spirits from the glimmers of the past we saw earlier. They are trapped here, and we must release them. It's the shadow rifts that bind them here. From this side, you only need to touch the rifts to close them. That will release the spirits from their torment and weaken Naaman's grip on this place. If you'll focus on that, I'll search for the Shade. Good luck. I'll see you by the stones.
You will soon join us and fight at Morgoth's side. I hope you've prepared for undeath.
You freed us. May Ifrit smile on you. You closed the rifts that bound us here. You must stop that Shade, though. It ceased to do terrible things to Valenwood. Though I have passed on many years gone now, I still consider Valenwood my home. Thank you, and thank you again for releasing us from his grasp. To be pulled back from the rest of death and bound like this, forced to serve such darkness, it was sheer torture. Though we are dead, the people of Verlaine are in your debt. Yes, I suppose there is. I can give you a shield that will protect you from harm while you remain in the Shadowwood. Take it, and my blessing. May Ifra watch over you in this realm and back in the realm of the living. Good luck.
Naaman warned me about you, and I prepared. You will die, then you will serve.
Something's changed. I do not understand what's going on here.
That was a harrowing experience all around. I'm glad it's over. I hope we have succeeded in weakening Naaman's grasp on Valenwood as a whole. Only one thing remains. We must deal with the spirit of General Malgoth. Yes, and since you have succeeded in stealing it, it falls on you to invoke the right of theft with the General. Whatever you ask him, he will be compelled to do. The compassionate choice would be to release the General and his army, to allow them to return to their rest. But if you prefer, you might ask them instead to turn against Naaman and aid our forces in the fight for Valenwood. The choice is yours.
So it's true then? You have retrieved my bow from the shade?
My father told me, you will find your bow in an animal's bone. Before it's even carved, you will see it. Mammoth's tusk. Extraordinarily difficult to make a good bow out of, but it was just like he said. I saw it, and I knew. What do you want? You want... I've misheard you. I thought you said leave. But we don't deserve rest. Not after what happened here. We belong to the Ooze.
You released him. I think that was the right thing to do. Since you already freed the villagers' spirits from the Shadowwood, that means all the spirits here can now be at rest. We've done a good thing here. We've done all we can here, but it's clear that Naaman still seeks to harm Valenwood, so our work is not finished. I suggest we spread out and search for signs of darkness. When Auriel wills it, I am certain the Green will bring us together again. Unless you have questions for me, I will soon be on my way. We should both search the forest for other signs of Naaman's corruption. I fear at some point we will have to confront Naaman himself. East. I've seen signs of corruption in both Drilladam Pass and Varant Morass. We must find a way to cleanse these places. And as I said, I expect we will eventually have to confront the shade of Naaman on this plane. It frightens me to even consider the possibility that he might be at Hectorheim. After we've cleansed the other locations, we should go there. The sooner the better, I think. So go on and head east. The Green will ensure we find each other again. Unless you have questions for me, I will soon be on my way. We should both search a spiritual prison of a sort. Bosmer who break their oath to the Green Pact go there when they die, to reflect for an eternity. There's a place called Owls, where we bring the bodies of Oathbreakers. Some think it's a physical link to the Ooze.
Something's changed.
So much blood. The cries. I can still hear them. Oh, divine, so much pain. There were 6 of us. The Falinesti faithful. Wood Orcs settled on our holy site. We only wanted to talk, to convince them to settle elsewhere. We didn't want any trouble. They captured Halalin, Fanrel, Nielis, and the others. Took them away to torture and who knows what else. Oh, divines, what if they're dead? I should have fought. I should have cut their throats. I ran. Why did I run? I wish I hadn't run. I'm not a fighter, not like Halalin and Nielis. We tend the ancient sites occupied by the Falinesti. We protect the sites in the Great Tree's absence and ensure the sites are ready for its return. Falinesti, the walking city. It is a great elder tree on a scale you cannot imagine. It moves from site to site, taking the faithful with it. No one knows. Falinesti has vanished. Some speculate the faithful failed in our duties, and the tree abandoned us. But not I. Not I. The tree is coming back. One day it must come back. You don't understand. In the past, the Wood Orcs respected the ancient sites. They never would have dared to profane one by settling there. Until now. We wanted to remind them, but these orcs don't care one whit about the ancient ways. A long time ago, but the attackers did not live to tell of it. Used to be that all the Bosmer, not just the faithful, would join to defend the holy sites. The undead changed that. The undead are everywhere. There is no one left to expel the orcs.
Who are you? I'd not thought anyone was left to help. Thank you. The Norris and Pariel are gone. The Wood Orcs took them away. I heard them screaming. I do not expect to see them again. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know. Please. Don't let them hurt me. Not again. Not like... Please. Curse that mammoth. How is something that big so elusive? Tread lightly now. The timber mammoth is as rare and skittish as they come. I nearly had it, but the damn bird spooked it. That's what I said, isn't it? The mammoth went into the water and I lost its trail. Care to try your hand at tracking it? Crouch low and look for traces of its passing. Mammoths aren't the most graceful creatures. Look for tracks, broken branches, and the like. Track it, kill it, and bring me its tusk as proof. Was your hunt successful? Not bad at all, to kill a rare specimen such as that. You'd make a fine member of the Hounds someday. They're a company of trophy hunters. I've been with them for years now, and I've never seen anyone as quick a study as you. I haven't seen tracking like that since Horus was leader of the Hounds. A legendary hound. He's obsessed with this mythical Sench, but his hunting companions never return. I heard he was near Varant Morass.
Dead cat around here. I got in trouble
I will pay whatever you require. Just help me. I will give anything to get her back. Pariel, my bold, brave, beloved Pariel, my wife. The Wood Orcs captured us. They did unspeakable things. They were going to kill me. She couldn't watch me die. She killed them all, but now she's missing. Pariel broke our pact with Ifre. She called upon Hircine, Master of the Hunt. He changed her. Now, by Ifre's command, I must end her before she hurts others. She fled into these caves. She knows my scent. I can't get close. She is not in her right mind, filled with rage at our treatment. Please, if she comes at you, subdue her. Don't kill her. I have no choice. What Pariel did goes against the Green Pact. She made herself into a monster, and she can never change back. I cannot let her wander unchecked or slaughter others. I owe her that. As any hunter would, look for signs in the cave. A broken stalk here, trampled ground there. Anything to show recent passage. Yes, the story is the Bosmer received their form from Ifre. It symbolizes a break from our wild nature. Pariel called upon the Master of the Hunt. She gave into her wild nature and slaughtered the orcs. She did it to save me. I don't know. The change was not instantaneous. It was wild, fast, brutal. The Wood Orcs were unrecognizable when she was done. But she's my wife. I can't let her suffer. Stop! Don't hurt her! Ariel, it's me! Oh, my beloved. What has happened to you? She is wounded. Did you hurt her? Subdued. Yes, I see. I'm sorry. Now, please, leave us. I left my pack at the mouth of the cave. Inside is all the gold I have. All yours. I'm sorry. I was desperate for help. Desperate enough to color the truth. Pariel did this. Sacrificed herself to save me. How can Ifrit ask me to kill her? I love her. I can't slaughter her like a common wolf. This is the only way we can be together. I will pray to Hircine and hunt beside my wife for the rest of our days. Now please, leave us. This is between Hircine and myself. Thanks for understanding. After I change, Pariel and I will leave this cave and go deep into Valenwood. But you should go. I don't know that I'll be able to control myself during the transformation.
You there! You're not one of these savages! Free me, quickly! Out? No. Not after what they did. These Woodorks violated this holy site. They spit on the old ways. They captured the faithful. My brothers, my sisters. And they tortured us. The Woodorks will pay in kind. With death. Death from the trees, death from the grass, death from the mist and water and rocks. These Woodorks may not fear death. They will fear me. Meet me below the Woodork fort. The orcs must pay. You found me. Good. Killing the rank and file solves nothing. These Woodorks celebrate violence. The chieftain is careless with the lives of his warriors. Now, we must strike close to the chieftain's hearth and home. The war chief must not die until he has felt my pain, the pain of my faithful. He will see his family murdered one by one. He will rage and cry. Only then will we grant him death. One life for each of my faithful. Dashkor, his torturer. Rug, his son. Thushlag, his huntwife. Grashla, his hearthwife. When all these are dead, I will permit Chief Gorzesh to die. Solth, you act like this is some kind of riddle to be puzzled out. The only way to stop this from happening again is to send a loud, unambiguous message, the kind even these orc scum can't fail to understand. Help me, or get out of my way. Good. The son, Rug, waits for his father atop a watchtower. Grashler tends hearth in the large building in the center of the orc fortress. Find them, kill them. Bring both their heads back to me. Huntwife Thushleg led the party that captured us. Soon, she will have my blade in her back. As for Dushgor, I have something special planned for him. He thinks he knows how to make captives scream. I will teach him a few new tricks. He left on another hunt. When he returns, I plan to show him the heads we have gathered. Orcs aren't known for self-reflection, but I think you'll get the picture.
Another little skeever. Guts like the others. Little skeever. Will gut you like the others.
Still alive. Good. I have mine as well. We must send a clear message. Gorzesh will return from his hunt soon. I have left him a note of sorts, telling him where he can find his missing kin. It should lure him out of the fort. There is a stone circle sacred to the faithful not far from here. Go there, mount their heads, and touch the center stone. This blood sacrifice will complete an ancient ritual to Ivre. Gozesh will watch us commit his family to the ooze.
My son!
Blood for blood. The Wood Orcs have learned what it means to cross the fallen Esti faithful. The Butchers got what they had coming to them. Word will spread, and the Wood Orcs will think twice about settling the fallen Esti sites and slaughtering the faithful. Thank you for your help. At last it is over. At last, I can grieve. I will retrieve what bodies I can from the Orc camp, then lead Eganor and Nielas back to Woodhalf. If the Orcs aren't gone by the time we return with more faithful, so much the worse for them. When Bosmer transgress against the Green Pack, their souls are confined to the ooze. There they remain for eternity, thinking upon their sins. Gozesh and his kin were among the first orcs to join those damned souls. I will retrieve what... When Bosmer
A bit tight on the shoulders, maybe.
I hear you've been busy, my friend. Good. Very good. Is that letter for me? I see. So the rumors were true. Peladil. It is good that you brought him to his end, but I hope you aren't too weary, my eye. Peladil may be gone, but his actions are being felt across Valenwood. We have much left to do.
Your Majesty, the undead are massing at Drilidan Pass. A Lich Lord commands them, and he wears the royal crest.
Naaman, then I must beg your indulgence. I cannot speak just now. Please, speak to him at once.
So it is true, then? Prince Naaman has been raised from the dead and now seeks vengeance by corrupting Valenwood? Gods help us. That makes this even more difficult. And with the undead already outside the city gates, we must act now. No, the Lich Lord, Naaman was commanding the dead earlier, but he's since departed the area. Before anyone can go after him, though, we must first drive the undead back from the city gates. You should make haste to Drilidan Pass. I'm certain they will be grateful for your assistance. Look for Scout Katani just outside the city gates. She's helping to coordinate our defenses. I'll remain here in case the Queen needs anything.